Soon he realizes the truth that the girl was abandoned by her family because she didn't inherit her parents' abilities, and is usually bullied by her stepmother and half-sister. But there were a few things that were strange. His father spent a lot of money on the marriage, but they couldn't find any information about Anna's mother's family. But before they could think about it, their men reported that more and more bugs were appearing. Despite increased patrols, the team couldn't find the source. When they got home, the housekeeper reported that the girl had been fixing old clothes all day, thinking about her life. Jack was a bit saddened and said he would take her to the street tomorrow, but what he didn't expect was Anna's refusal. It turns out she was afraid of losing face because of her lack of knowledge. The next day, the housekeeper wanted to put makeup on Anna but found that the wound on her hand was about to heal. Anna hurriedly explained that it was probably due to the medicinal bath the young master had given her. Upon hearing this, the housekeeper laughed. Jack has always hated medicinal baths since he was a child. Apparently, the herbs were put in for Anna's sake. Finally, under the butler's makeup, Cinderella blossomed into her true self. Even Jack, who's used to seeing big events, was uncomfortably upset. Once at the market, Jack dragged her to the tailor's store. The boss's wife was so happy to see a girl because this is the first time Jack took a girl shopping. Obviously, they had an unusual relationship. After buying clothes, Jack took her to dessert. To his surprise, Anna hadn't eaten anything like this since she was a little girl. He couldn't help but sigh at how much his fiancée had suffered. As she chewed, she was amazed by the flavor. As he looked at her happy face, Jack couldn't help but smile. In order to stand up for her, he broke into his fiancée's family alone and threatened to say that he would prepare a large bride price, but that the family must apologize to Anna in public, or else the two parties would break off their relationship. Then, without waiting for their consent, he left the house and bumped into Anna's sister who was bullying her. Looking at her handsome face, she fell in love at first sight. When she found out he was her fiancé, her heart was burning with anger and she had a bad idea. Jack came home that night and saw Anna dreaming. She kept saying the name of a person. After investigating, he found out that he was her housekeeper. When she was a child, she was kicked out of her house for helping her, so Anna felt guilty that it was all her fault. So Jack asked his men to bring her here so they could meet each other. Seeing Jack do all this for himself, Anna was so touched. She couldn't bear to hide it any longer, so she knelt down and told the truth. Seeing the girl so humble, Jack was a bit saddened, so he raised her head and told her what he thought. In this way, Anna's heart was completely opened.